Hey guys, welcome to Oddcast. I'm your host Joe, and today we're going to react to something that I've been looking forward to since the Skrulls first showed up in Captain Marvel, the Secret Invasion. And it's finally happening. As a matter of fact, it's so finally happening that it's no longer just an announcement that it's happening. Now we're getting an official trailer, and I am here for it. I am ready to see Skrulls as the villains that they are. And obviously, of course, they've made it to where there's a duality of Skrulls, and like not all Skrulls are bad. Talos has been helping out, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see how that duality continues when now suddenly we're invaded by the Skrulls, and you can't tell who an ally is and who the villains are. And you know, just part of me hopes that the invasion doesn't get stopped at the end of this, so this way they can continue to do it, because one of my favorite scenes in the animated version of Avengers is this one. Because Dr. Doom is a baller, and he's like, hey, I already figured this out. Here's the answer. You figure it out from here. I'm not going to save the world, but I'm not just going to let them conquer the whole thing. Plus, you guys are stupid. I'm out of here, chumps. And then he vanishes in typical Doom fashion. It's just great. So, by all means, I really need Dr. Doom to be present before we do this whole Skrull invasion thing, because I really need him to just make everybody else look stupid. That's really what I want. I need Dr. Doom to just make everybody else feel and look inferior. Is that too much to ask? And of course we know that Secret Wars is also on the horizon, so that's also kind of his time to shine. So is Dr. Doom really the best villain in Marvel, or is he actually undercover the best hero? That seems like a controversial statement. You could tell me about it in the comments. But that said, let's dive into Secret Invasion with Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury and Skrulls. And who knows, God, how many cameos there could be from this point out, because after all, when you're dealing with a shapeshifter, they can be anywhere they want. Anybody. Crickets. Spock? Guessing Nick Fury.
For years, you've been avoiding Earth. I have called for your help plenty of other times, and you've been pretty content to let those calls go straight to voicemail.
Yeah, well, this is different.
But is it really Nick Fury, Maria?
How much do you know about your security detail?
What do you mean, how much do I know about him?
Brody?
Fury, we're gonna be very careful now.
Talos.
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us.
There's so much happening.
This is just the beginning.
This is my war.
Is that Amelia Clark?
And I'm the last person standing between them and what they really want.
It is.
And what is that?
Oh, even better, it's a series. It's a series. That's even better. I don't know why, but in my mind, I had it set that it was a movie, so I was like, movie. Turns out, transformed into a series right in front of me. It's like a damn scroll. And that's great. I mean, stupendous. Because the more story that I can get from Marvel, the better. Hashtag The Eternals should have been a streaming series. Fight me. So, yeah. Like, alright, so we know that we've got War Machine in it. Was that Martin Freeman? I feel like Squirrely Guy was definitely Agent Ross, but I could be wrong. Amelia Clark is in it, and my understanding is that she's the the bad leader of the Skrulls. So I feel like that might be a third act of the story, kind of surprise betrayal thing, that's part of the invasion itself. But yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. There's so much stuff that they could do, and now that I know that they're not confined to like that 2-3 hour thing where they can just make it like a long series thing, I'd even be okay if there was like multiple seasons to it and they just announced like, oh, no, it's just one season. And the first season was like the setup, and then the second season happens in the middle of stuff, and then the third season like happens towards the wrap up of stuff. Chef's kiss, yum yum. I want it. Give that to me. Give me the story that like goes and interweaves everything and like ties it all to like different bits and pieces, and you don't know who you can trust, and you don't know if you're watching the real Captain America fight the leader in New World Order, or if you're watching a Skrull fight the leader, or if you're watching Captain America fight a Skrull in New World Order. Like, there's so many moving pieces that you could do with the story, and oh, it's so good. Like, I am completely on board with this hype train. I know that I have to wait until next year, but man, it's it is palpable. I just want to cut right into it. Like, I'm ready for it. Like, you could even just give me like 5 minutes of that show right now, and I'd probably watch that bad boy like 10 times. An hour's worth of content out of 5 minutes. But as soon as the invasion finally does hit, if you want to be involved in our reviews of it, please by all means hit that like and subscribe and the little bell for notifications. Until next time, this is Joe, or maybe I'm not Joe, signing off. This has been Oddcast. You have a great one and stay safe out there, guys. And if you see anybody behaving strangely, remember, it might not be that person. It may be a Skrull.